Guys, it's happening. We're here again. Yes! We've got something exciting today. I'm going to just explain a bit of that drill combat in the first part. In this next part, we're going to have a guest on, and he's going to be doing a live demonstration. A live demonstration. He's going to cut through this, and you're gonna be so ecstatic. Guys, get ready for it. This guy is amazing. He's done so much breaking. He's broke bricks, he's broke blocks, he's done it with his elbow. This guy is Master Adam Grogin. Master Adam Grogin, 6-time Taekwondo. Before we get him on, I'm just going to show you a quick drill combat. A quick drill combat video. So let's go. Let's just get this on a second. 1 minute. There we have it, guys. There we have it. There we have it. So a little bit of drill combat, but now let's move on to the next part. And the next part, I'm going to get this guest on. They're going to get this guest on. He's here. He's just coming in the waiting room now, fingers crossed. Before I get him on, guys, before I get him on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a little bit about it. A little bit about it. What you're in store for tonight. Because I'm fingers crossed he's going to get on in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share another video. And in this video, it's going to be one of his demonstrations. One of his demonstrations. So we're just going to get that on. Let's see how we get with that. Demonstration. So we got this demonstration. I'm just sitting, coming and waiting, guys. But we're going to play this because it's just such a fantastic video. And I think you need to see what's in store or what's happening. So I think you need to see what's in store. You can see there he's getting revved up. So, guys, so if let's just play it. I've talked you enough. What? No way. Excellent. What is it? What do you say to that? That's happening today, guys. This is happening. So without further ado, let me get Master Adam Grogin on. And he's coming on now. And he's a 6-time Taekwondo. And he's going to be doing a demonstration today in his dojo, USA. Let's get him on. Hi. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Excellent. So thank you so much for coming on. We're all excited. Okay, I'm Rich Smith. This is at Sport Nunchaku channel, and today we're gonna get a demonstration. You see a little bit of the dojo behind there, Taekwondo, and you can just see over the corner of his shoulder. If you just move to the left a bit, you can see it set up there, ready to do the action. But before we do that, guys, there's a couple of things. We're here to promote the World Martial Arts live 24-hour seminar that's coming up. That's this 24-hour seminar that's coming up. That's going to be amazing. There are still a few tickets. If you want to get hold of me, get some tickets and also dojo licenses. And if you want to follow us, subscribe to Insta, Facebook, Twitter, and you can get me on Sport Nunchaku on YouTube. So that's enough for that. And guys, So I think what we're all excited to hear about, if possible, if that's all right, what we're excited to hear about, if possible, is how it first began for you in your martial arts.
So I was very young. It was the 1980s. And like many people, I'm sure back then, I was told by my parents that the Karate Kid movie in the 80s is kind of what started it for me. So when that came out, I was young. I saw that movie. I was interested. And my parents signed me up at a young age, and I've stuck with it ever since.
No way. And also, obviously, you've done acting, you've done all this demonstration work. What, just tell everyone a little bit about that. What have you done? Have you acted where, and what have you done? What have you? Just tell us your story. Tell us. Come on, we're dying to know how you've become a world record breaking.
Okay, so yeah, mainly a Taekwondo guy. A lot of experience in other styles. I was always drawn to the performance side of martial arts. In the 90s, with the emergence of extreme martial arts or acrobatic martial arts, started becoming more prevalent. I definitely got involved with that. Started kind of getting involved with more of the performance side of things, a little less practical, not something you'd use for self-defense or on the street, but athleticism, performance, movie style stuff was always a big interest for me. And along with that, I was very into competition. Loved martial art competition, loved traveling to competition, doing all kinds of competitions. So those were like my two main, endeavors that I got into. And then I was very lucky early on when I opened my school. I was training a group of competitors to get involved with competition. And they started making a name for themselves, doing very well. And through that, I kind of met a lot of amazing people that kind of gave me some opportunities. For the acting stuff, it's nothing that substantial, but stuff I'm excited to be a part of. A lot of very low budget projects. I worked with some different filmmaking schools locally and got to bring my team in with them as well as myself to do some very low budget, small project acting. But it was a lot of fun. It was great experiences. But I've always been drawn more towards the performance side of martial arts. And then combining that with competition kind of allowed me to get into that avenue. For breaking, I was always drawn to breaking. Breaking is a big part of Taekwondo. And what really changed for me was about 15 years ago when I met the founders of the World Breaking Association. I met them just through some event planning and worked with them a little bit more from an organizational standpoint. Then they took me under their wing a little bit and helped nourish my love for breaking. And they really turned me into the breaker I am today. Grandmaster Ralph Bergamo and Master Drew Serrano really taught me a lot about breaking and helped nourish that sense of competition I always had inside and the love of breaking, and helped me kind of hone those skills where I've been super lucky to be able to win the world championship, set a world record, and just compete around the world in breaking and have a lot of fun doing it.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about that, to Master Adam. So you're a world record breaker, and also, what sort of training? Because people, I've worked with a lot of martial artists and in sport Nunchaku as well. And, when you're competing against the top elite few of the world, it's hard. So it's hard to get to that level. One of the instructors who used to teach me, guys, if you just a sec, if you're just joining us, this is Master. If you just join us now, guys, I see a lot of people coming on. This is Master Adam Grogin from USA, and he's a world record breaker in breaking, and he's going to be doing a live demonstration today. So my instructors who have influenced me, they've told me to get to that top 90%. And as long as you don't drop to it, you can still maintain it. Get into that top 90% of you as an athlete, as a performer, as a showman, and all these other things. Tell everyone, if that's all right with you, how you got there, what type of training, how many hours a day, how many days a week. Did you have specific coaches for different things?
So really, it's not about the activity, in my humble opinion. There's a lot of people that do martial arts and you go to a practice for a couple hours a day, every day. In my opinion, to be at the top, you have to be a martial artist. Being a martial artist, in my humble opinion, is a way of life. It's everything you do. It's what you think all the time, how you act all the time, how you treat your body all the time, inside and out, both with nutrition and sleep and health, but also with mental, health in terms of your stress, your meditation, your control. All of that plays into it. And that's the hardest part. I mean, anybody can train the skills of breaking or the skills to be a champion, and they can work out over and over and over again. And I've seen some amazing athletes that are top-notch athletes, but still just not able to get that final level. I think that final level is really a mental state of being, of understanding, and that balance between what's going on inside your mind and outside with your body is the key. I think that when it comes to being, the top of competition or a world-class breaker or anything, what it comes down to a lot of times with breaking is consistency. There's a lot of guys out there that have a great break here or there. There's great guys that could do more on any given day one time than some of the best guys out there. But can they do that every time? Can they hold up that consistency that when the hit matters, when the competition matters, they can perform at that best all the time? And I think that when we look at some of the best breakers out there, at least in that genre of martial arts, the key thing I see with some of the best breakers is consistency, that they just have it over and over, time tested and approved. And what it takes to get there is monotony, like just pure boringness, in my humble opinion, of training. I mean, there's a lot of things I do in martial arts that I love, and it is fun, and the training is fun, and the workouts are fun. Breaking is not like that. Breaking is boring and monotonous. And a lot of people that I try to train or teach how to condition your body, how to do body hardening, how to work on biomechanics, how to work on muscle memory, it's repetitive, it's tedious, and it's boring. And I think that's the hard thing, is getting past that and having that desire and building that regiment to get that practice in, so that when you're practicing, you're building muscle memory. So that when you're operating and throwing that technique, when everything matters and you're going as fast as you can and your mind is lost, your body just knows what to do. But you have to also train your body, because it doesn't matter how strong you are. There's big muscle guys out there that are a lot bigger than me. I'm not that big, that can't produce the same type of impact or penetration when it comes to breaking. And that comes down to a lot of the biomechanics, understanding the body, understanding the timing, and as well, your body has to be strong enough to be able to handle the impact. There's a lot of people out there that can throw a good blow, but can their body handle the ramifications of striking that solid piece of material? And can it do it over and over again? Because in a lot of these competitions, you don't have to do it once. You have to do it once, twice, 3 times, over and over. And can your body be resilient enough, because it's conditioned enough, to handle that kind of trauma and be fine and move on? And
that's very
really
interesting. That's very interesting what you're saying about the repetition and being in the top one or top 10%, and being able to be consistent at winning. And we're not talking about getting gold medals here. We're talking about, or being world champions. We're talking about being consistent under pressure. Now, under pressure in a nunchaku fight, for me, feeling that pressure, and that if you make one small error on one movement, then he's got you. He's hit you. And he reads that. For me, you've got to, it's hard to be consistent. That's why you do the muscle memory. You do the drill combat, which is something I'm going to be doing in my Sport Nunchaku Analyze on Friday. So I'm going to be analysing Sport Nunchaku and what they are, the combat, the freestyle, the kata, the nunchak jitsu, and the drill combat every week. One different topic every week. And you're saying about consistency as well. And the martial arts needs to have a focused mind to do that, and to train the key points and the principles you were talking about there, about looking after inside and looking after and doing the meditation, eating and drinking properly, and having the right exercise, which was taught to me, reinforced to me by Master Lee from the last show. If you want to check that out, guys, have a look on Sport Nunchaku YouTube, because he was talking in more depth about the 3 concepts to life and being able to live for a long time. And it was saying about 70%, 30% when you're young. Like we're young compared to Sifu, we're a bit younger. So 70% exercise, 30% regeneration, mind, discipline, meditation, breathing, this type of thing. The Qigong exercises, the Qigong exercises, the Qigong exercises, everything, all of it. The iron shirt training, which I've done in the past to build the body up. But you've also got to do the yinners and the yang. You do the yin yang to breathe in the meditation, the regeneration of the muscle cells. It's fantastic to hear that from someone who's a more modern martial artist, because you're breaking and you're doing the Taekwondo, which is how many years old? Not that year. How many years old is Taekwondo?
Taekwondo, I mean, 1955, it was named and kind of made formal, but it's been around longer. But it's been a name
200
since
years.
1955. Yeah.
So about 80 years or so.
Yeah.
Whatever. The point is that to have them concepts that's been passed on to you, you must have good teachers. You know,
I was very lucky with my breaking teachers. My breaking teachers actually have a Filipino Kung Tao lineage, is where that a lot of my breaking masters come from. Is more of that sect. So I've been lucky that there was a lot of breaking taught to me through my Taekwondo masters and my Korean lineage, but that was complemented by my Filipino Kung Tao masters that have taught me the breaking as well. So they go hand in hand. I mean, in the end, all of our styles believe in chi or ki energy, and that's a big part of all this, is understanding that energy.
And also a little point there that you made, it's all styles. So we're on this show where I'm helping to bring the first World Martial Arts Live seminar, 15th of May. All styles, all different things. And what you've got to remember is, guys, is this is going to be 96 lessons plus. There's going to be jiu-jitsu. There's going to be kung fu. There's going to be all different styles. But at the end of the day, guys, there's only just one martial art, or was one martial art, one. Then it became more martial arts. So it's all just the same, under the same umbrella. When people talk, this is better, this is no style is better. It's just under one umbrella, martial art. But thanks for that, because I think people now are a bit excited because they've heard us talk. Well, let's get on and let's do this breaking demonstration.
Okay, give me a second to warm up.
Yeah, you get warmed up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera over to you. You're going to see your warm up. You're going to be on full screen. You'll be able to hear me, and then we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to do what you need to do. Excellent. He's just setting up there. So while he's setting up, that's it. He's just setting up there. He's doing a nice little setup. And what we're going to do, so he's just sorting that out there. What he's doing, guys, if you just, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take this bar off. So if you're just joining us, this is Master Adam Grogin. And he's warming up. He's from USA. He's going through all his mind now. He's going through the fort action, which is what I do with my fights, my sport Nunchaku combat fights. I go through the fight. I've already thought about the move. I'm always looking at it now. He's doing it. He's breathing. He's breathing. He's doing this. He's doing it now. Guys, this is an exciting moment. This is a really exciting moment. And this is Sport Nunchaku YouTube. Okay. 1, 2. Yes. Excellent. Well done. Almost well. Yeah. Excellent. Hey, well done. Awesome, mate. Awesome. That's fantastic, guys. You saw it here. You saw it here at Sport Nunchaku, Rich Smith. Let's just have a quick chat. I mean, very well done. I mean, I couldn't do that. You know, I've only broke a few things on through doing the kung fu, bending spears and breaking stuff on me, but not anything as anything like that, or on the video, guys, if you just joined us, look at the video and all the breaking techniques he's done. But what if you just take us through that? What is your thought process? I tried to explain it a little bit on the commentary, but what is your thought process going through that? Before and after.
So before, this is an interesting thing. I'm going to get deep on you here, right?
Get deep. I'm going to put you up.
Yeah, you want to get energized, right? So a lot of people that are getting into this, the only way they know how to get energized or get fired up is through getting angry, right? Angry is an easy emotion to kind of drive, getting you fired up, getting you excited. And I don't like that. I don't want to accomplish something that's positive out of a negative emotion, you know, of being mad or angry. So I'm trying to clear my mind. They say, and I steal this from a movie that came out a few years ago, that the ultimate or supreme power comes from a balance or that gray area right between rage and serenity. So like right there in the middle is where I'm trying to get to when I'm clearing my mind, not thinking about anything else, just focusing my energy. And I'm trying to find that area right between rage and serenity. That's kind of the before. Not going to lie, today I'm a little nervous. I haven't done this in a while with COVID. We haven't had an opportunity to compete, to perform, or to practice that much. So a little out of practice, but I'm excited that I had this opportunity to kind of, you know, dust the rust off, you know, and get back into things. So that's fun. After, I'm always analyzing after. How can I do better? What went well? What didn't go good? How can I make that better? Was I consistent? I'm always analyzing. I want to get better.
Good. And similar for when, because I'm trying to bring in the sport nunchaku and the fights I've had in the past, the combat fights where you've got an helmet each and you've got a little groin guard, and also obviously you've got the foam nunchucks when you're fighting. And sometimes you in the semi-contact you're doing, you know, a good 100 or so different points in a match. But the point is what you're saying about after. When I do mine, anybody who's seen me fight and anybody who's seen what I'm like after, what I do is I go and I take a moment. No matter what's happened, I don't speak to nobody, and I go and meditate. And when I meditate, for anybody listening, is I go through the actions, but I don't go through any negative actions. I go through all the positive strikes. But then I also analyze one or two of what I could have done better, and that's what you're saying.
Yep.
So you're analyzing, which is good because that brings it into my. If anybody's joining us now, I've got a new show coming out on Friday, Sport Nunchaku Analyze, and that's going to be here on YouTube as well. And I'm going to analyze the Sport Nunchaku techniques and what we're going to be doing. We've got Nunchak Jitsu, combat, freestyle, kata, and drill combat, all week by week. And that's really interesting how you say that. But, man, I've got one more question for you.
Sure.
And the question is, who has been your ultimate crazy mentor over the time that you have been doing martial arts?
That's tough. I've been very lucky.
It's hard to come on this show and not have a tough question.
Yeah, that's I've had at least 6. I can count on my hand, 5 or 6.
Pick one.
One that has been the ultimate. Oh man, I have.
And then what I want you to do is follow it up, man, with why. Then don't mention the others. Just mention one, and then you can have a why and get out of the others. You know, see where I'm going with that.
I see. I just don't. I'm in the situation that I can't pick one. If I pick one, I'm going to insult another that's watching. So I can't do that.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Comment below, guys. He needs to pick one.
Okay, so if I have to pick one, I'm going to pick
Good luck.
Master Il-gyu Shin. Master Il-gyu Shin is a Korean Taekwondo practitioner. He is he's my brother from another mother. He's been my brother for a long time. He's from Korea, was on the Korean national demonstration team, and he is the one that kind of opened my eyes to everything that's possible in martial arts. Wasn't the first mentor I had, but came in right around when I became a black belt, right around when I was a teenager, and he kind of shook my world for the better and changed the direction I was on.
Boom.
Done.
Absolutely excellent. And what we'll do is maybe try and get some information in the comments. So what I'll do is we'll put maybe a bio of him later and put that in there, a little bit about him. But thank you. Thank you so much for coming on, Master Adam. I really have enjoyed that, our talk. And, you know, I really have enjoyed our talk. And what I have enjoyed is seeing the little demonstration. But, guys, this guy is going to be on the 24-hour martial arts live event. And you'll be teaching as well. So if you want to, come and see this guy in action, doing his stuff. You know, come and see this guy. But thank you again for coming on. And we'll see you on Saturday. But we'll hopefully see you again. Maybe we can work together again. We'll sort something out. And I'm sure there's something there for us. And thank you again for coming on. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Have a good one. Good luck. And I'll see everybody on Saturday.
Fantastic, guys. It happened here. We had a sword demonstration. We had all different stuff happening. We had Master Lee. We had 3,500 students. How to manage that from Sensei David Tony, and it's all coming. So this has been a fantastic opportunity. You know, I'm sure we're going to get a few more guys on before Saturday. On Friday, we're going to have Sensei John Tyrien, who's running this big event, the World Martial Arts Show event. And, you know, guys, thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time.